good to be back, and what better way to return than with the launch day of one of my favorite games ever growing up, and still one of my favorite games of all time, Crisis Core Reunion. Oh my goodness, right? For those of you who don't know, Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, the original, was basically my favorite game growing up. It was the game for me, right? I played that thing at least 40 or 50 times, and I'm not even exaggerating, right? It was so good, and the main reason for that is because it was my introduction to the ability of video games to be powerful narrative mediums, right? It was my introduction to caring about games for their story and characters, and I just cannot wait to play this game for the 51st time, but this time in a reimagined way, right? Because this is Crisis Core with a new coat of paints. And we saw a couple of the trailers together and stuff like that. I lost my marbles. Again, the reveal for this was on June 16th, which was my birthday, right? Alongside Rebirth. These two things were revealed during that FF7 event. So again, greatest birthday gift ever this past year. And we saw how crazy this reimagining looks. If you even changed like a pebble, right? Something as tiny as a pebble in the original Crisis Core, I would be all over it. I would 100% play it again at least another 10 times. That's how much I love Crisis Core. So technically this is not our 51st time, but 52nd time playing it, right? Because we actually played this game a while back on my Twitch channel here. This was one of the very first games we ever played. We were playing it to hype up the release back then of Final Fantasy VII Remake. We played this in, I think, February of 2020, and the VODs are still up. Funny story, by the way. Some of you may know this, but to those of you who don't, I never actually, growing up, knew that Crisis Core was a prequel to Final Fantasy VII until I played the 7th game when I was like 13 or 14. I can't remember when I played it fully. But for a big part of my childhood, it's kind of funny. I would play through Crisis Core many, many, many times up until the very, very ending, roll the credits, that kind of stuff. And then I would see that post-credit scene of Cloud on the train, and I would go, okay, when's the sequel coming out? When is this game coming out, right? That's just so wholesome. I never knew this game was a prequel until I actually sat down and played Final Fantasy VII, and that shit blew my mind. That and the scene where Cloud removes his helmet in this game, where I went, okay, this game might not actually be a prequel. Holy shit. So yeah, some really good memories of this game, and this game holds a very special place in my heart. So one of the first games I ever streamed on Twitch alongside Death Stranding and a couple of other ones, and one of my most memorable experiences. But finally, right, for years the entire FF community or FF7 community has been asking for this one to be remastered or reimagined or ported to all the consoles that we have in this current generation in some way, and lo and behold, here it is. And yeah, I just couldn't be more hyped to jump into this, and I've been hearing really good things too. I've been trying so hard to avoid seeing footage and stuff like that. I saw a couple of the trailers with you guys on stream, but nothing beyond that, because I don't want to get too spoiled. Sometimes watching too many trailers isn't a good thing in my opinion. But we're just going to dive right into this. I'm so happy to be back. I'm really happy that this year has been an amazing year to be a gamer for me personally. So much of what I love has been announced. So much of what I love is being reimagined here, coming out and being released, that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm just going to jump right into this. Oh shit. Is it literally the same? Okay, it's not. Yeah, so wow, this is so interesting. So sorry, I skipped that intro cinematic by accident, and there's a reason for it. Because in the original Crisis Core, the main menu screen was that cinematic, right? You had the little options at the bottom right of the screen. But yeah, you would, on the PSP, have to mess around with the controls on the PSP to pull up the options at the bottom right, and that was your menu screen. Right, but here it's cool how they kept the same cinematic. Wow. And now there's a different main menu screen, and it's just like the remake's UI and really any modern Final Fantasy game. I love it, man. I love all the little tiny modernizations of this game. Holy shit, the sound effects are badass too. I love this theme too. I forget what it's called from the original Crisis Core. I'm just in heaven right now experiencing all the little things here. I love the music. Yeah, Crisis Core has one of the greatest soundtracks I have ever heard in my entire life. I even used some of its music for my stream beginning soon screen at the very start. One of them is Night of Seclusion, which was actually just playing on today's stream, which is one of my favorite tracks from this game. And I cannot wait to see how they remastered it, because a lot of this game's soundtrack has been remastered, and I'm just so stoked to see what the new music is like. And just everything in general, from the new music to the new voices to honestly the fact that everyone is voiced now. Like I said, like, no shit, my most hyped thing about this game, the thing I'm most excited about, is seeing all the characters from the original Crisis Core who didn't have voices being fully voiced out now. Many of those being characters from the original Final Fantasy VII, like Tifa and Yuffie, who in this game were never at any point voiced, are now voiced. So I can't wait to hear that. And I know I have been a little bit critical and picky of Zack's new voice in the past, but I'm going to do my best to go into this with an open mind. And I'm really hoping that this experience changes my mind once and for all about Zack's new voice. And no disrespect to the guy or anything. I think he's doing fine for the most part. I think it's just because Rick Gomez as Zack is so ingrained into my brain and is so iconic because of how many times I played the original. It's hard for me to let go of it. But I'm really going to try in this playthrough, and I'm going to go in with a really open mind. But here we go, guys. Take my hand. We're about to start one of the greatest games of all time, reimagined. We're definitely going normal. We have been there, done that on hard mode. No thank you. When we streamed this game back in 2020, the original, that was excruciating, but some of the most fun excruciating pain. But yeah, we're gonna go on normal. It's also gonna make my life significantly easier when it comes to editing the Let's Plays, because you can bet you they're gonna be Let's Plays of this. Camera controls default. Interesting, just default, thank you. Screen brightness. I think this current brightness is fine. I love that theme though. I wish I remember what it was called, but here we go. The iconic opening. The Crisis Core's rendition of the main Final Fantasy VII theme, or the bombing run theme. So these cutscenes look to be upscaled, right? I think they're just at a much higher quality. Here we go. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. Just seeing a new word down there warms my heart so much, you guys. Can't believe we're here playing this game, that it exists. Oh my god. It looks so good now. Wow. It's so sharp and crisp. Like, I played this game hundreds of times on the PSP when I was really young. And comparing what it looked like back then and now.
By Wutai troops. Eliminate them and regain control of the train. Oh yeah.
It's so interesting hearing the new voices. And Jill sounds very similar. I'm gonna say that right now. Sorry guys, I'm gonna try so hard not to talk over cutscenes and stuff, but I can't help it. This game means too much to me. The 7-year-old in me wants to jump up and down.
Focus. There are no Shinra troops on this train. Understood?
And Jill sounds great. He sounds exactly the same almost. All right. Dude.
Hello to you too.
It's so weird playing this with a controller, man, and like feeling the vibrations and shit like that. Like, because this was only ever on PSP, right?
Come and get it.
And then we emulated it and played it with a controller, but it wasn't the same, really. Back in 2020. God, this cutscene looks so sharp. In Reunion. Dude, the feedback. Uh-oh. Hello there, fake Shinra troops. comes my anime jump. Oh yeah. That's one of Zack's signature phrases, by the way. Oh yeah. It's a catchphrase.
Soldier second class Zack on the job.
Okay, he sounds cool. He sounds pretty good. There were some lines that Caleb had here as Zack in the remake that I wasn't sold on, but so far it's...
93-2 rerouted to Sector 1 station near Mako Reactor 1. Proceed to Mission Phase 2 and change surveyor phase to red.
Man, this theme is a banger. All right. Imagine you seeing this before you ever saw Cloud's iconic jump off of the train in the original FF7. That was my experience with the Final Fantasy VII series growing up. Such an unconventional, wacky way to approach the games, but one that worked in my opinion. Like when I think of Cloud jumping off the train, I think of him doing what Zack did. I don't think of that being the iconic definitive train jump. Like this dude's the OG for me.
Making progress, Zack?
Angeal, what's going on? Why are we fighting Shinra troops?
They're Wutai troops in disguise. Now, head to the open area
Jeez.
above.
You mean towards Sector 8?
This looks good.
But first, you're gonna have to clear a path.
Clear a path?
You'll see what I mean.
All right, guys.
Be careful.
Oh, snap.
So I can cut loose, right?
Within reason.
It's showtime.
Indeed. Let's get this started. We're in game now. Activating combat mode. There it is. All right, basic battle controls. Move camera, target. This is going to be so interesting. And again, I love how it's so remake-esque in its UI and even in the lighting, right? Like this is so... It's like almost one-to-one identical to the station Cloud gets off on in the remake. Just with the fog and the greenery, like not the greenery, but the green-blue lighting in the back. That's nuts. Okay, so actions, X, attack. Right bumper, guard, A, dodge. It's going to be so trippy playing this on a controller. Oh, damn, it's new combos, too. They're so weighty. Wow. This dude was light as paper in the original Crisis Core. But he's, like, so weighty and mighty now, it feels like. Equipped materia can be used by entering the assigned controls while pressing left bumper, right. Okay, interesting. So all the hotkeys and shortcuts are like this now. So LB plus X, LB plus Y, LB plus B, A... Cool. So yeah, you gotta use the bumpers, plus the buttons. I see. Okay. I see you, game. It's so weird playing it not in a PSP, but I'm gonna get used to it. And I can tell it's gonna be better. Oh, wow. You actually start with Firaga? Wait a second. Hold the phone, you guys. In the original, you didn't start with materia in this training simulation, which... Oh, spoilers. But you get to like start with some powerful ass materia for this first mission only, I'm assuming, but that's still a crazy change to me.
Cake. I'll make first in no time.
Go up the stairs at the end of the platform.
All right, man. Zack's new voice is starting to grow on me, man. I won't lie to you guys.
You got it.
I like that little ha he does at the end. He sounds like this bratty, cocky kind of kid, right? Which is what he's meant to be like, right? He's 16 at this point in the game. And even though Rick Gomez nailed all of that too, he always sounded a lot more mature throughout the entirety of Zack's life from start to finish that we see. All right. Forget what this enemy is called, but this shit is epic as fuck. Here we go. Activating combat mode. There it is. A DMW. Let's go at the top left. Oh, yo, by the way, you guys, I got a... Good thing I just realized this, but I gotta move my face cam here so you guys can see that DMW. All right, the slot reel spinning at the top left corner of the screen during battle represents the digital mind wave. Yes, the most iconic part of Crisis Core's combats. Let's see how they overhauled it here, right? Because I remember in the original game, I loved it, right? I thought it was the coolest thing ever, but the older I got, the less I kind of liked the fact that it was very luck-based. It was basically a slot system. So we'll see if it's different here. The reels expend SP to automatically spin and stop. More images are collected as the game progresses, right? When images match, the limit break state is entered and the limit break move is added to your stock. Various enhancements are granted according to the number shown. Yup. So far it's all the same. Press A to dodge enemy attacks. Right bumper to guard against them. Okay. By using left stick while dodging, you can change the direction in which you dodge. Man, the combat is so slick in this. I love it. And it's optimized so well. The FPS is fucking buttery smooth here. What a great port so far. Using items. During battle, you can use potions and other items with pressing B. Okay. Right, that's how we use the items. Okay. I'm getting it. The 2007 PSP brain is starting to grow up here. Oh shit, dude. This fucking video game, it's here, man. I can't believe we're playing it. Effects of numbers, no limit verge. If numbers match when the images reels are not in a limit verge state, certain enhancements can be gained. Right, so 777. So if you line up these numbers, I remember all this null magic, you get all these bonuses. Very cool. I always loved this system, man. It was the coolest thing ever to me. Everything was the coolest shit ever to me. Growing up playing this game, because that's how you are as a kid, right? You always think that even the things that people might have some gripes with here and there are the coolest things ever to you, right? You don't have that ability to kind of look beyond something that you go, that's badass as fuck, greatest thing ever, and kind of think a little critically about it. That was me with Crisis Core. It was like 20 out of 10, the coolest thing ever, in my opinion. And it always will be, even though admittedly growing up there might be parts here and there in the game that I now, as a 23-year-old, might consider to have been not great, right? Even though that is definitely going to be the case, this game will forever and always be the coolest thing ever to me. Numbers between 1 and 6 match. The materia set in the corresponding saw will level up. Cool stuff. So it's all the same so far. Literally nothing wrong with that. Just a new coat of paint. A slick, fucking cool, shiny coat of paint. This game's badass. I love all the quality of life changes. Limit break. Okay, and it's so cool how they're giving us these tutorials here as we're playing, right? Like, the quality of life stuff is insane. It's just a modern... It's a 2007 game with a modern coat of paint, and I love it. Because the original game told you, like, nothing at this part. Unleash limit break. Okay, normal DMW. Oh my god, okay. So you can stock up your limit breaks, but you're not forced to use them when the numbers line up or when the portraits line up. So 3 Sephiroths doesn't mean we're immediately going to trigger Chain Slash, right? It's we get to choose when we use it. That's crazy. And they'll vanish at the end of the battle. That's nuts. Right, sorry, Oct Slash. So we can choose when we want to use it. Dude, that is massive. What a big brain change. Oh my god. Oh shit, okay, we're gonna use it. Of course we're gonna use it.
I'm feeling it.
Dude, I'm a kid in a fucking nostalgia candy store. Okay, so far, I'm fucking loving Zack's voice. I'm sorry I ever doubted this dude.
Overconfidence will destroy you.
What is this?
Love this cutscene.
You're not the only hero.
It's over.
Damn, boy.
Impossible.
Sephiroth himself. Sephiroth. What an experience it's been so far. Back to CG.
Thanks, Angeal.
Hell yeah, the flip phones. Let's go. I love how the remake changed those to suit the times, right? They changed them to smartphones. I love how whenever an FF7 game comes out, the technology is based on the time period.
Why?
It's a 2007 game, all right.
You serious?
If they still have better VR.
I was just getting warmed up.
And Zack sounds great. I'm so sorry I ever doubted Caleb, man.
Embrace your dreams.
At least so far.
Huh?
He has that youthful, cocky nature to him.
If you want to be a hero, you need to have dreams and honor.
One of my favorite lines. Even though if I play this game now without ever having played it before growing up, I would think it's cheesy as fuck. Because most of the writing is like that in this game. It's especially with Genesis, oh my god. But having played through this game, a majority of this game throughout my childhood, right? Or with my experience of this game having mainly been throughout my childhood, that's a better way of putting it. I never even considered any of this to be wrong or weird or corny in some way. The way the dialogue was written, all that kind of jazz. I just thought all of it was cool as hell. And some of those things stick with you. Some things you grow out of as you grow up and you start to go, oh my god, I can't believe I thought that when I was younger. But other things, sometimes you just can't let go of. You can't let go of the excitement and happiness you felt experiencing certain things when you were young. And a lot of the dialogue in this game is a great example of that. And that even though I'm mature now and I'm 23 and I know what's corny and what's cheesy and what's cringy and this, that, and the other, like I don't care. I still cannot let go of how awesome I think this game's characters and the scenarios and the writing is, if that makes sense. All right, let's save. I'm in heaven right now. I'm so happy this game's here. I'm so happy that we've been able to experience this together so far. The stream seems to be okay. The game seems to be very, very well optimized. Holy shit. And the biggest thing for me might sound petty, but I'm just glad that Zack sounds awesome, right? Like I said, I really doubted Caleb because of Caleb Pierce, because of some of his lines in Remake and some of the trailers we saw of this game. But hearing him throughout just these first couple of scenes, he really does sell well that youthful, cocky nature that Zack is supposed to have, right? He's very headstrong, wants to get ahead of himself, and Jill even calls him Zack the puppy at times. And he really does get that across very, very, very well. It's great. It's so interesting. It's like the new save screen. Man, I remember every detail of this game so well. That's how much I love it. Even like what the save screen used to look like. I do admittedly miss the illustration of all the characters standing side by side together on the right when you're saving in the PSP. But it's so cool how they modernized everything, right? Because a modern save system should have a screenshot of the chapter of the game you're in, right? So right now we're in Midgar right now, and it gives you information about everything. It's such a great, not a remaster, not a remake. I think redesign is the right word. And it looks so good too. It looked a bit funky in the reveal trailer,
You seem a little on edge.
but they really
Can you
polished it.
blame me? All this
Kunzel.
training and no assignments. Like they're hanging me out to dry. You must be pretty busy with everyone off base.
Off base? Wait, haven't you heard? There's been a mass desertion at Soldier.
Huh?
One of the firsts has deserted. Took a bunch of seconds and thirds with him. All from Wutai. Motive, goal, all a mystery right now. This mass soldier desertion? is why your training's on hold.
I love the
A first.
Shinra HQ theme,
You're up.
Yeah,
the
finally.
remastered
Time
version.
for some real action.
Yes, it'll be your show.
Yes!
Report to Director Lazard. There'll be a briefing.
Oh my god. The reason I'm laughing and getting kind of hyped up here is because that whole part in the original was not voiced. That's how much of that shit I remember. Like what was voiced and what wasn't.
It's good to finally meet face to face.
That part with
Lazard,
Angeal and Zack
Director
was
of
not
Surgery.
voiced.
Hey,
Hey,
On to business.
remember Rick Gomez was like, hiya. This guy's like, hey. That's pretty cool. Ooh, even Genesis's photo looks pretty
Soldier
fucking
first class. Genesis.
quality.
A month ago, he went missing during a mission in Wutai. Know anything about this?
not a clue.
The mission is currently stuck in limbo. That's why we've decided to send you.
To Wutai?
Yes. This war has gone on long enough.
I've recommended you for first.
Oh, Angeal! I love you, man! Angeal!
That was one of my favorite
Don't make
parts.
me regret this, Zack.
Sir,
Once you're packed, you'll leave at once.
Yeah, I'm really liking
After entering Wutai,
the youthful energy Caleb brings to the table. See, and I love this again. This is a completely non-voiced segment from the original game that is fully voiced now. And I know that they haven't, from my understanding, they've not altered the script in any way, shape, or form between the original and the reimagining here. And so I would imagine that there are going to be points in this game where maybe some of the non-voice dialogue from the original game is going to sound a bit stiff and awkward, simply because they were never originally intended to be voiced. But I don't know, actually I might be wrong about that. I do think they reworded a couple of the non-voice dialogue segments from the original to better suit actual voice acting. So if that's the case, that's great, because from what I understand, a majority of this game has been unaltered when it comes to its script, especially like the all the originally voiced cutscenes. There's just one-to-one in this game. They haven't been changed whatsoever at all, which I'd imagine would cause some people to get a little pissy at times with the Genesis scenes, because we all know and definitely love Genesis, right? I mean, I do, unironically. I think everyone in this game's great. I kind of don't like him, but I don't mind him. I think he's all right. But when I was a kid, again, of course, I thought everyone was the coolest ever. So, anywho's, rant over. So far, I am absolutely digging the reimagined tracks, and I'll admit to you guys, that's one of the things I was really afraid of going into this game was, am I not going to enjoy the remixes for the tracks from the original game? Because the original game's music has aged so well, and I'd be lying to you if I said I didn't listen to that game's music very, very often. Like, I listen to it in my car, and like I said, I even play some of it for you guys while you're waiting at the start of the streams. So I just love Crisis Core's soundtrack, and even the original Final Fantasies, for that matter, or Final Fantasy VII's.
if you have any questions about missions and combat, he can help you.
All right. Kunzol.
Hey, Zack. Anything you want to know? Just ask.
I love this dude, man. Kunzol is a real bro. He never gave up on Zack until the very end.
First, we
And
should
I love-
really go over combat.
I love how he's alluded to in the remake as well.
You probably got a handle on it in training, but I sent you a mail explaining the basics. Take a look, okay?
Oh, hell yeah, the mail system. I loved it in the original game. I love the fact that, and again, Crisis Core is one of the few games I've ever played where I actually opened up my journal, which in this game is called Mail, right? You just pull up your flip phone, your fucking Nokia, and go, oh, hey, Aerith sent me a message, right? And that's basically the equivalent of a journal in this game. And I just loved reading the emails from all the various characters. It was one of the few games where I've interacted with that kind of thing. It's great. So yeah, as the story progresses, there's so much funny humor there and all this other little trivia too. It's great. Like my favorite one is the one about Sephiroth and how he uses like 9 or 10 shampoo bottles a day or something like that to maintain his glorious, luscious locks. But here it is, mail. As the story progresses, you'll receive mail from various people. You can view your mail by going to mail from the main menu. When you have unread mail, you can select right bumper from the field menu to open it directly. Check your mail regularly. Very important message that this game taught me when I was a little wee lad while playing it. Check your mail regularly. You can also check tutorials and useful tips from the mail menu. Tutorials can be checked during battle by pausing the game. Thank you, game. Very cool. Ooh, it feels so interesting to traverse through levels in the Reunion version of the game, like, especially with the controller now. Because you're using your right analog, right? The original Crisis Core, you were turning the camera using the bumpers on the PSP. Gosh, this is so weird to play, but cool at the same time, and everyone looks so fucking good. Like, man, I remember when we saw the original trailer together, or the reveal trailer for this thing back in June. If you go back and watch my reaction video, there were many points throughout the trailer where I was going, I don't know about these models. They don't look too good, right? I'm really nervous for this remaster, especially when you consider that the trailer that you usually get in this day and age is indicative of what probably 99% of the game is going to be when it comes out. But my god, am I happy to have been wrong about that, because they really seem to have, between June and what is now December, in half a year, really polished things in this game. Jesus. Makes me really happy to see.
You will take over the assignment as Genesis's replacement as soon as you're ready. Proceed to Wutai.
Lazard sounds great. Lazard is one of my favorite characters in this. Even though he admittedly doesn't have a lot of screen time, but he comes back in the end and he's a
Wutai.
badass.
We go straight to work. If you have any,
I love how they kept the animations the same too when
we go straight to work.
the characters talk during the non-voice segments from the original, like Angeal's same pose and everything.
If you have any questions,
He's
about
like
missions
moving his
and
hand.
combat,
That's great. I'm sorry guys, I'm just going through every little thing in this game. I have to, right? I just can't help it. This game was everything to me as a child, like for a big part of my life. Okay, so mail. Sorry, these are just the tutorials. Oh, that's so cool too. Do you guys see the bottom left of the screen? So they literally copy pasted the time played and your gil from Final Fantasy VII Remake into this one. I love it. Inbox. I have no mail. Oh god, Zack has no friends right now. Time to go make friends. Make friends simulator. This game's literally about all the friends you make along the way, if you think about it. Because you start with 0 mail, and then at the end of the game, you have like 101 different emails. Yeah, but this screen looks so cool. It's, again, literally Final Fantasy VII Remake screen with all the party characters in the center. Except here, you just have Zack for the entire game. Again, proof that Zack has no friends, sadly. And it's going to be about the friends we make along the way in our imagination in the DMW. Sad face. Oh, and here it is. Yeah, here are our imaginary friends who we imagine when fighting to give us that morale boost to pull off the lit limit breaks. Like, that's so sick, right? That's basically Zack's major characteristic in combat, is his limit break is he basically just imagines other characters and does their attacks, right? He's kind of like Shujinko from that one Mortal Kombat game. I think it's Deception, like the Deception campaign. That guy basically takes on all the fighting styles of the characters he comes across in the game. The same way Zack does, right? He basically imagines all his friends, even though he's just one guy in his party, right? He doesn't even have a party. And he uses his memories of his friends to basically allow him to pull off crazy attacks. So can you imagine if in Remake, right, in Rebirth, or maybe the third part to it, we do get to play as Zack, right? Because Zack is, there's a lot of hints that he may not have died, right? And that, I mean, he obviously didn't die, like he's alive in, we're assuming, another timeline. But if the popular theory, like Maximilian's, for example, and a lot of the FF7 community's theory turns out to be correct, which is that the timelines converge and Zack and Cloud meet, what if you get to play as Zack? And in that case, how cool would it be if Zack's characteristic from this game of imagining his friends to allow him to pull off attacks is something they actually factor into the gameplay in remake. I think that would be bonkers. That's what I would want to see, right? Show limit breaks. So cool. I love the menus, right? It's very Strangers of Paradise-y and Final Fantasy VII Remake-y, but more so the latter, of course. Everything is so high quality. It boggles my mind how good this game looks, right? Because it's such an important game to me. I played it so many times, and to see that it looks this amazing is everything to me. It really is. Like everyone watching this stream right now, I hope you guys know that you are witnessing one of the biggest highlights in all my years of streaming so far is this moment right here playing Crisis Core Reunion. Wow, the materia screen's the same too. Equipping materia allows you to use various magic and abilities. Yada yada you. Parameter value, mag +3. I'm just speed rating, looking for areas that might be different from the original. Cool. So again, it's very samey to the original game. Love it, right? It's basically the same exact game. Got materia, they have certain stats, amount of MP that they consume and AP for the yellow ones. Like Assault Twister is my favorite one, plus Power Attack. And towards the end, because we were playing on hard mode back in 2020 on our latest playthrough of Crisis Core, we got this one called Costly Punch. That was nuts. Forget how I even get it, but I had to really bust my balls to get that materia. And it was worth it. We needed to whack Genesis's ass in the face. Like, dude, Eric, if you watched this stream at some point, my guy, like, you were one of the only ones watching me at that point. Eric, the OG, my friend IRL, who got me into streaming. You'll remember the excruciating grinding I had to do while playing Crisis Core to beat that final boss. Right, so we have a bunch of basic materia, right? Zack's materia gets confiscated at the start. I remember all that. Shops, Shinra's shop, right? The shops are all there too. Everything's done through his phone. Zack secretly has social anxiety like me. Doesn't like interfacing with people IRL. He was looking at his phone before it was cool. Wonderful, man. I just love going through the menus and all that kind of stuff. Seeing what's different.
So,
besides everything else, of course. Did you read it? Yeah, I read it all. It's the same thing from the original.
What? I mean, I doubt you'd get it all on one read.
That is so not true.
Well, it's there if you want to review. No, the material
Zack is starting to grow on me his new voice.
Has been taken back. Powerful materia have to be earned. Those are the soldier rules. Now, let's talk about missions. The various services Shinra provides for civilians, those are what we call missions. To take on missions, you first have to register your information on the mission board.
Okay, pressing A in front of the mission board will allow you to accept missions. Areas that can be checked using A will be indicated by a marker.
Once registered, you can look up mission. I'll show you how to register on the board. Come on.
Sounds good, Kunzel. The biggest bro in Crisis Core. Even more so than Cloud, I'm not even gonna lie. I love how there's an Easter egg to him in Remake, and I hope you get to see him. Check destination. There is a compass at the top of the field screen that points toward the current destination. Oh my god, let's go. Because the original game didn't have that, right? You had to keep pressing square on the PSP to open the map. Check it often to guide Zack toward his goal. You can open the map with X to check your current objective and destination. Okay. Ooh, let's go. So it's almost the exact same, but it's so shiny and high quality, and everything is so goddamn pristine. The camera, again, it feels so light and weird to control with an analog, right? Because the original game, you had to use the bumpers of the PSP to tilt the camera. All right, Kunzel, hit me up with some missions.
Now that you're officially registered, you should try a mission.
And this is one of the main reasons why I played through this game so many times growing up, right? Like 10, 20, 30, 40 times. Because of the missions. And I know that by today's standards, they are hella repetitive. And if I had never played Crisis Core growing up, and this is my first time playing this game, I'd probably go, what the hell, man? It's like the same shit over and over and over and over again. But again, it's another one of those things where as a kid, I thought it was the most fun thing in the world doing all these missions, seeing all the tick marks next to them and completing them and keeping on going and doing those. And it's one thing I didn't grow out of. I think I'm still going to have so much fun doing them, and
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
I can't wait.
The save point's that way.
Yeah,
if
the
you're
save
not
point.
completely sure about something, read the tutorial mail that I sent you.
So yeah, some of the dialogue in the moments that weren't voiced originally does sound a bit stiff and forced, but that's kind of part of the charm for me. If you play the game with that knowledge that now all those parts are voiced, it's kind of fun in a way. Your progress can be saved at save points found throughout the game. HP, AP, and MP are fully restored at save points. Let's go. Also registering. Oh wait, is that new? I forget if the original Crisis Core even did that, like fully restores your shit at save points. I don't think it did. Okay, so this is fucking huge. Also, registering to take on missions can only be done at save points. Okay. Noted. Oh, a new sound effect for the save spot. I kind of miss the original one. You can register to go on missions, yada yada you. So it's all the same stuff, right? You will receive rewards such as special materia and accessories, and new missions may become available. Register for a mission directly. Gotcha. Ooh, special bonus. Soldier materia set. Wait, what? Oh, is this for pre-ordering the game? Because I pre-ordered it yesterday. I set it to pre-download. Dark Fire, Dark Blizzard, Dark Thunder obtained. Okay, I guess that's what that is. That's pretty cool. Yet another modernization in Crisis Core, adding in the pre-order bonuses to a 2007 game. I love to see it. This is so cool. I just cannot get over how they modernized everything in the UI. And I was basically FF7 Remake, but on Crisis Core. It's a code of FF7 Remake paint. Missions. Oh man, okay, one thing I do kind of miss is how it was so badass when you would go to a checkpoint, hit mission, and then there would be that cool animation that would pop up to introduce the mission screen with that cool ass sound effect too. It's a tiny thing. It's a tiny thing my 7-year-old self is throwing a tantrum about right now. Alright, Shinra basic training. We're doing it for 1 elixir. Can't get enough of this game's combat so far. It feels so good.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, nice. The theme here is the exact same too, like this specific combat theme. Okay, limit gauge has 5 stages, and the higher the stage, the higher the probability for a limit verge to occur. The gauge status changes according to various factors, such as entering limit break or receiving certain attacks. Right, this thing. Okay, yeah, the heavenly, sky high, high, norm, and low. Forgot about that. Again, it's another thing from the original. Ability bonuses. Abilities such as oh man, I love this part of the song. It's so good. Abilities such as Assault Twister become more effective if they are used after attack. Okay. The more successive attacks come before it, the stronger it becomes. Oh, I think that's new. So if you immediately use a yellow materia like Assault Twister after an attack, it becomes stronger. That's pretty neat. Okay, that's very interesting. Very cool, man.
Got him! Later!
Oh, shit. Man, this level looks cool as shit in the remake. I was gonna call it that right now. That is what it is to me. It might not be a true remake, but goddamn, if to my soul it isn't. I love Zack's new default attack combo too.
Resolved.
It's exactly like Cloud's from the remake. It's very weighty and heavy and powerful, right? In the original game, it was cool as fuck too, but it worked better for a PSP because the PSP is a lot lighter, and Zack is a lot more light too, right? He feels as light as paper or something when you're fighting. But with the controller and the vibrations and stuff, this thing works like, it feels like
Nice
magic.
work.
It's great.
You cleared the mission.
Awesome.
I could have done it blindfolded.
It's so funny hearing all this voice now.
You're the man. I can't wait to see how you do in Wutai.
Wutai.
Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. Let me explain about these supply pods.
It sounds so cheesy, but it's great. I'm in heaven right now.
In these pods, You'll find items that you can use in battle. Compliments of the company.
So they're provisions for soldier members.
Make sure they don't go to waste. Check the pods before every mission. I wonder what's in there today.
And you don't use them more than twice throughout the entire game. They're like, these pods are really important. Very, very important. Make sure you know that they're important. And then you never use them ever again. Bronze Bangle 1, let's go.
All right, looks like you're all ready to head out. Lastly, let me tell you about mail.
Didn't you just tell me about mail, Kunzel? Your brain isn't braining today.
Just now, I sent mail to your handset. You can also get messages from Director Lazard and news about the company via mail. You should check it regularly. Who knows? Maybe you'll even get mail from new friends you make.
Hell yeah, like I said, it's all about the friends you make along the way.
Yes.
Yes. I love how they kept
But
all the
don't just
animations the
read
same.
Mail that you get from girls, okay?
Yep, I knew he was gonna do that.
Well, I guess that's everything.
Zack is a ladies' man. I love how they kept all the animations from the non-voice segments of the original game the
Looks like it's time
exact
for you to head
same.
out. You're with Angel, right? Good luck.
Yeah. Thanks for all the help.
Thanks for the help. Let's go. Oh, I just realized he's doing a fist bump too in the menu screen, right? I thought it was just like, I'm clutching my fist in a powerful way because I'm cool, right? But I realize now, just like in game, he's doing a fist pump. Zack can equip up to 6 materia and 4 accessories. Right. The number will gradually increase towards the limit as you advance through the story or clear missions. You can set or change equipment by going to equipment from the main menu. Battle commands will be set according to where you equip your materia, so think carefully about what would be most intuitive for you. Right. Up to 5 equipment sets can be saved. Gotcha. So again, exact same as the original. Items can be purchased at any time by going to shops from the main menu. Shops become available when their addresses are acquired through mission rewards and other means. Right. Again, like the shops are all accessed through his phone. And like I said earlier, Zack was looking at his phone and not engaging with any of these things IRL before it was even cool. He's living in like the era of Nokia flip phones. And back then he was glued to his, people say smartphone, but that back then was just phone. Okay, here we go. Equipment. It's all the same. No. Oh, we do have a bronze bangle. True. We opened the chest. The supply pod. You guys remember the supply pods? Apparently they're very, very important. Let's go through everything again. Kunzel, congrats on your first mail. Hey, all, Kunzel here. Now that you've got your mail account ready, allow me, your loyal and well-connected pal, to give you lots of insider info. Why? Because I'm such a nice guy, and I know you and your one-track mind don't know what I know. Yeah, I love the mail in the original game, but oh my god, yet another teensy tiny gripe from my 7-year-old self inside. Not my 23-year-old self right now, but the fact that in the original game, the mail screen was a legit, like, it had a whole ass UI of what a Gmail would look like, but on a smartphone, or flip phone, I'm sorry. And I just love that whole aesthetic. And in this game, the regular UI that is permeating the rest of the game also is here for checking your mail, which is like kind of a sad moment for my young self, but I will look past it. Midgar is a city floating 300 meters in the air, linked to the ground by trains and highway transit. We utilize a total of 8 Mako reactors, sequentially numbered, starting with the northern reactor to supply electricity to the city. Construction continues smoothly. Shinra Company headquarters in Sector 4 are the last on the schedule to be completed. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I forgot about that. So Sector 4 was not done at the time of this game. So lots of little trivia and lore you can find out through the mail, which is pretty cool. The headquarters interior in Sector 0 is complete and already in operation. The exterior is slated for completion in 2 years, while the surrounding city will be finished in 7 years. 7? Final Fantasy 7? Coincidence? I think not. Oh shit, this is by Reeve? Wow, Reeve Tuisti, director of city planning. Damn, that's cool. So there are all these little things I never picked up on because I had played Crisis Core before I played FF7, so and Reeve isn't even in this game, so I was like not even aware of how cool this actually is right here. So even now, fucking 16 years later, I'm finding so many cool ass things in Crisis Core after having played the game 101 times growing up, right? I love it. So that is pretty damn awesome, man. And you know what's really interesting, you guys? Like, when I was playing this game growing up, this game does an interesting thing. It doesn't paint Shinra as the bad guys for a big part of it, right? And the main reason for that, of course, is because you're seeing them through Zack's perspective at the start. The whole game follows Zack's perspective. And he has a very high opinion of the company, right? Because he just wants to become a soldier first class and become a hero to the people. Just like Sephiroth, right? Everyone looks up to Sephiroth, even Cloud, as this idol who they all want to be when they grow up. They all want to be a superhero, essentially. And that's a big part of Zack's character in the first half of this game. And so for a majority of the game, Shinra appears to be nowhere near as evil as they are in Final Fantasy VII when you view them from the perspective of Cloud, who is working for an eco-terrorist organization to take them down. And I just think that the way the perspective of the character you're playing through affects how you view certain things, especially Shinra's reputation, is so interesting. Like, especially if you play this game first before Final Fantasy VII. Like, imagine starting your Final Fantasy VII journey not seeing Shinra as the bad guys. That was basically me growing up. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I know I've been goofing around here in this exact same room for like the past 45 minutes.
Are you ready?
But yes, it's time to go to Wutai. Let's finally get some shit on the road. I got you.
I'll be joining you as well. I'm counting on you.
Sir,
By the way, what is your dream? To become first? Is it?
no. To become a hero.
Ah, good. Unattainable dreams are the best kind.
Thanks?
Man, Zack is so wholesome at the start. Protect Zack at all costs. Such a pure and kindred soul.
Fort Tamblin is straight ahead. Let's go. The unit is already standing by.
I love the...
You two there!
Oh.
Hold it!
Hello, Wutai troops. All right.
Okay,
Nice.
then. Leave this to me.
The Wutai combat theme is still a banger.
Activating combat mode.
Here we go. Activating combat mode, baby. I'm glad to see they didn't get... I'm so glad to see they didn't get rid of that. Activating combat mode and conflict resolve. It's so iconic.
Calm down, Zack.
No can do.
That's me, basically. Calm down, Addy. No
I
can
mean,
do.
the director is watching, right? So I have to make a good impression.
Zack. Heard of dumb apples?
No? What's that?
Incredible. You really don't know. Well, so much for you making first.
Whoa, wait!
It's so
What's
funny.
this dumb apple?
It's so funny hearing them actually saying the lines and actually being voiced, because that little section there was not voiced in the original. Zack, have you heard of dumb apples? It was all just like text boxes. Ooh, this is a new part of the theme.
Activating combat mode.
All right, here we go. Fleeing from the enemy. You can flee from a battle by running toward the border of the battle area for a given time. Cool, so you can flee just like in the original as well. You cannot flee from some battles, such as boss fights. Yes, yes, yes. In other news, water is wet. Oh, that's so cute. I love Aerith's new portrait. So that grayed out character was Aerith.
Oh yeah!
And yeah, can I just say, like, that's another thing. I love all the new portraits for the characters on the limit break screen. They look great. Even though we just have Angeal and Sephiroth right now, and my god, this level is so good looking too. Holy shit. It's like the fireflies and the glowing flowers and stuff. Holy hell, I'm in paradise. The path leading up to
Activating combat
Wutai
mode.
Fortress here looks so good.
Take that!
Conflict resolved.
All right. But then we don't have any Materia on, apparently? My bad. Yeah, let's use all the dark abilities. Those are kind of cool. Now, remember you get these way, way later in the game, in the original game, but I think I have them right now because I pre-ordered. I want to say. Oh, let's go, the flashback theme.
What's the deal with dumb apples?
I like the scene a lot.
The name is Benora White. The trees bear fruit at random times during the year. Because of that, the townspeople affectionately call them dumb apples. The local farms had plenty of them to spare.
Such a beautiful cutscene.
Oh, really? So you stole them?
We were poor, Zack.
Nice excuse.
But even then, I had my honor.
Benora looks so good in the flashback.
The Benora White tree grew on a wealthy man's estate. It was rumored that those apples tasted the best.
Are my eyes on drugs?
But I never stole from that tree because the wealthy man's son was my friend.
If he was a friend, you should have just asked for some.
This game looks
Honor
so
can
good.
be quite a burden at times.
And what exactly does this have to do with me?
No story is not worth hearing.
What? That's it? Yeah, well, thanks a lot.
I love the dynamic between Zack and Angeal. Like, Angeal is this like high and mighty pretentious kind of guy, and Zack is like, what the hell am I listening to all of this for, right? But I like that. See, a lot of people found that to be annoying. Like, Angeal gets a bad rap in my opinion. I never understood the hate towards Angeal. I think he's a great character. And again, that could just be my kid brain saying everything in this game is cool, no matter the quips and criticisms, right? But no, man, even today, I think Angeal's great. Right, no more missions or anything. All right, here we go. Did we get new mail? We did. Lazard, you just sent us on a mission, man. Can't just send us mail like that. My phone might ping and we might get detected and killed during this espionage operation. Soldier members, I thank you for your daily hard work. As you all well know, a great number of our comrades have left the company. Right, big desertion. Now there is some concern within the company whether this will lead to a decline in soldiers' combat abilities. However, we can also take this pressure as a chance to prove how indispensable we are to the company by proving our strength as a small but elite group. I hope you take advantage of this mission, or we will be bringing an end to the war with Wutai to do your best and prove yourselves. Very cool. So yeah, again, so when, spoilers, Zack eventually becomes first class in this game. One of my favorite things about this game now when I look back on it that I couldn't really process when I was younger because I couldn't really think critically about too much things is the fact that when he does become first class eventually, it's more so out of necessity than him actually being celebrated and decorated as a first class soldier because of this mass desertion thing. And that's a big insecurity that drives this character going forward, which is so cool. Like, there are all these little things that you pick up on, that I pick up on when I play Crisis Core now. So many of these little character things. I love this game, man.
B unit will set off an explosion. That's our cue.
The diversion will allow us to infiltrate.
Right. I'll set the bomb inside the fortress. You'll charge the front gate and...
Uh-huh. And?
Indulge yourself.
You got it. That's what I do best. Come on, B unit.
The Buster Sword looks so good too. I love it.
You know, I've never actually
Just the
seen
remake's
you
design.
use that. Don't you think it's sort of a waste?
Use brings about wear, tear, and rust. And that's a real waste.
You're serious, aren't you?
Yeah. I can be pretty cheap.
Yeah, no kidding.
And yep, to those of you wondering, that is Cloud's sword. And to those of you wondering, how did Cloud get that sword? Stay tuned to find out. Oh shit. I like this new riff on heightened emotions have affected the DMW. I remember that. So yeah, as you progress through the story, Zack's emotions toward characters he meets are sometimes heightened, and this in turn affects the DMW. This is one of my favorite things about the original. When Zack's emotions are heightened, the relevant character's image reels have a greater chance of entering Limit Verge. Right. So depending on what's happening in the story, the DMW will behave a certain way.
It's just one man.
Ooh, man.
Prepare to swarm him.
This Wutai music is a fucking banger in this one. They made it so much cooler. Wow.
Activating combat.
All right, here we go. This part was kind of nuts in the original. Target lock / switching targets. Right, you can lock on. Forgot about that. Target lock RS, LB RS, switch target. Got it. Here we go. It's time to go to work. Soldier second class Zack on the job. Yeah. Assault Twister. Nice. Dark Blizzard leveled up. Oh, hell yeah, man. Jeez. Fucking 16 years after I played this game for the first time, and I still get chills during this part because of the music. The music is never a fucking miss in these games. Let's go. Ooh, Dark Blizzard looks snazzy. I like the purple coloring on it. Sit down, you. Sit down, you. All right. Damn. Dark Thunder is kind of short. Nice. No MP cost. Let's go. All right, guys. Time for a massacre. All right, time for these losers. Flee, flee for your lives. Let's go.
Resolved.
Hell yeah. There it is.
Yeah, piece of cake.
All right. God damn, this game is the best thing ever. Oh, the stealth section. There's going to be a huge stealth section right here. No, sorry, not a stealth section, but kill as many guys as fast as you can section. That's what. And it's like optional too.
Activating combat.
We are going to bathe in the blood of the Wutai foes. That's how many people we're going to take down. We're definitely going for all of them. Hell yeah, that's badass.
Resolved.
Conflict resolved. Violently.
Are you in?
Piece of cake. Could have done it blindfolded.
Stay alert. I've heard the Wutai keep a monster around for anti-soldier purposes. It should be somewhere in the fort.
So, if I can take it out, will I make first?
Depends on the quality of work. Your main task is diversion. Run amok and gather attention. Do well, and you'll gain favor with Director Lazard.
That'll be a cakewalk. Just watch.
Okay, they definitely changed that line there from I think that'll be a piece of cake to that'll be a cakewalk. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm a nerd when it comes to Crisis Core, but it works. I like how they're tweaking the non-voice dialogue a little to make it sound a bit better when they're voiced. It's great. Assault on Fort Tamblin. Enter there. Here it is. So this is the mini game. Defeat as many Wutai troops as possible. The more enemies you defeat, the better your evaluation as soldier will be. Wutai troops are lurking within various places, such as rotating walls. Oh my god, the rotating walls, right? Those guys are pesky assholes. And fortress towers. Make sure that you do a thorough search. Oh, I will definitely be thorough. For on normal mode, we got pre-order bonus materia. This is going to be a massacre. In the field, you can dash to move... Wait, what? That's new. You can dash... Wait a minute. Ow. Oh, that's cool as shit. And that's the other thing, right? I love the movement. Like, in the original game, it was kind of awkward. Like, if you were trying to walk and you barely held the analog stick, Zack would kind of do a really slow motion run instead of actually walking, so I appreciate that they animated this. And now you even have like a little leap to go faster. That's awesome, man. What a slick fucking reimagining. Hitting weaknesses. Magic attacks are effective against enemies with elemental weakness. Weaknesses can be identified with an element's icon that appears near an enemy's name. If you exploit weaknesses, you can deal significantly more damage to an enemy. That's also new. Game tells you what the enemies are weak against. That is pretty damn awesome. Thank you, game. Really cool quality of life things. Oh my god. And these Foullanders look so cool. The enemies look so great. Everything looks so great. I'm in heaven right now. Oh man, it's all like, can you guys imagine if they added the ability to like use your sword outside combat, like in Remake, to break boxes and stuff? Oh, that would have taken this from an 11 out of 10 to a 12 out of 10. All right, the chests are back. Soma, nice. Yeah, I always found the limit break systems in each game to be handled really well.
There he is.
Maybe except in FF9, I wasn't a fan of it there. Might be a hot take, but
Activating combat mode.
for the most part, I've always loved it. God damn, this combat just never gets dull. It's so good, especially with the vibration of the controller and
Activating combat
what his
mode.
combos actually are. They're so satisfying. Later. And he kept all of his one-liners too. Zack's one-liners were like the best part of the original.
Conflict resolved.
Hell yeah. You gotta turn this shit up, man. This music's too good. Alright, I forgot about this part. So, right, they shoot at you a bit. You chase after them. Alright, guys. We're gonna kill every last one of them.
Activating combat mode.
That's how you can hide there from me? There's no hiding in the face of a soldier. Come get some. Alright. Let's go.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah, indeed. Oh yeah is right. Oh, it's so cool how they're voiced too, and there's like echo to it as well.
Come and face us, soldier! If you dare! Huh? Where did he go?
Right, I forgot about this. It's actually
Sneaky
confused.
little pest.
And their voice acting is surprisingly good.
Treachery!
Like shit.
Activating
It's great.
combat mode.
I was expecting them to phone it in so hard for like those little things that weren't originally voiced.
Resolved.
My god.
This is Lazard. Enemies appear to be lurking in every corner. This fortress will not fall easily.
Yeah, just now, I was checking out a revolving wall and was jumped.
Other walls may be trapped too. Stay alert.
Alright, Remnant forces seen near the revolving walls. The walls are alive. Be wary of the walls. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, man, yeah, moving my face cam to the top right was a great decision because there's constantly a lot of important shit on the top left here. Okay, yep, I remember all of this actually. There's some hiding up there.
To think one man did this much damage to us. I can no longer just sit back and watch.
It's so much fun with the lines. It's great. Like, none of this was voiced in the original game.
You'll pay for what you did. Your life will come to an end here.
He's no match for 3 Wutai sergeants. Let's take him out. We'll show you the power of Wutai!
Activating
I'll show you the power of soldier. The power of technology. Want some technology? All right. You got it. Man, these are the sergeants. Get like a bitch. Nice. Dude.
conflict
I
resolved.
just also want to say, man. Wait.
New intel. Enemy troops are stationed inside the 2 fortress towers.
I see.
You don't want them tracking your position. Take out the other tower.
So here's what's kind of funny, right? Or rather interesting, is that growing up is realizing that the Wutai forces are not actually the bad guys, right? When you're a little kid, it's easier to see everything as black and white. Like I did when I played this game. I always thought that Wutai were 100% the villains. Shinra could do no wrong. Zack's a hero. 100% let's go good guys, right? But when you know the full context of the story and you know the entire narrative of Final Fantasy VII from start to finish, then you know that the Wutai soldiers, and more specifically Wutai in general, wanted to keep their freedom and wanted to keep their peace and not succumb and capitulate to Shinra's requests to create a reactor there in their homeland, and then they went to war against Shinra. They wanted to revolt against Shinra, right? Because they didn't want to give up their independence. And so this is basically us slaughtering a bunch of rebels who don't want to succumb and give in to Shinra. So it's a lot more gray, right? It's not just like a whole matter of, you know, like, oh, these guys are 100% the good guys and these guys are 100% the bad guys. And I love being able to pick up on those little things now that I'm playing this game after many, many years. And I mean, even though I did play this back in 2020, but it's just cool to recognize them as you play and point those things out and kind of get a different perspective on something. What's the moment would you say you're looking forward to the most in this game? I think that the entirety of the Nibelheim incident from Final Fantasy VII is what I'm looking forward to the most, for a multitude of reasons. Because number one, that is like basically the climax of the game and is undoubtedly the best part of Crisis Core. And number two is also because you actually get to hear Tifa in this game, right? Because she wasn't voiced in the original. And that's actually one of the things I'm the most excited for in this game, is getting to hear all the characters from Final Fantasy VII who were not voiced in the original Crisis Core being voiced here finally. I think that's going to be really cool. Like, one of my favorite parts of this game so far has just been hearing all the non-voice dialogue from the original Crisis Core being fully voiced out. But yeah, the whole Nibelheim incident between Cloud, Sephiroth, Zack, and Tifa is going to be nuts in this game. If this first, like, hour and 51 minutes is anything to go by. Like, I'm so excited to see all the other levels in this game, especially after seeing the flashback to Benora and Angeal's story that we saw earlier on about the dumb apples and stuff. Like, because Benora looks so good in that flashback, and we're actually going to go there after this mission, I think. With Sung, who I can't wait to see that dude either. Or that dude too. Alright.
Activating combat mode.
Hells yeah. Oh, Angeal, I need you on the DMW. Get out here, you. Zack, think of Angeal. Shit. Oh, we have potions. Potions. Quick. Heal thyself. Nice.
Oh yeah.
No imaginations of Angeal required. Just my own confidence and my own abilities.
Activating combat mode.
Here we go. Oh, shit. No, I missed. Noob moment. Now let's talk about you guys, not me. Plot twist.
Conflict resolved.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
See that, kids? That's how you resolve conflicts.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, shit. Surprise attack. These guys, by the way, the flounders, are fucking terrifying on hard mode. They're so hard.
Conflict resolved.
They're so difficult. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you value your sanity, don't play this game on hard mode. unless they fine-tuned it, right? If they fine-tuned it and made it more balanced, then maybe try it out on hard mode, but I don't know. Like, I hope they did.
Activating combat mode.
Later.
Nice. Assault Twister leveled up.
Oh yeah.
Assault Twister's grown stronger. Hell yeah, man. Adds a whole new dimension towards the game in a way. Exactly, yeah. It's just so cool seeing a lot of the scenarios that I always saw through one perspective growing up in this game and in a very different one.
Stand here! Ready, aim, fire!
Like imagining...
More troops are en route! It's over!
We're gonna do what Zack would do here. Charge! Oh yeah.
Sergeant! He's charging!
Stand strong and charge back!
Here we go.
Coward!
They fucking booked it. I love it. I think he summoned some of the silver troops as well. No, he doesn't. I think they come later. The silver guys are the heavies. They hit hard.
Long live Wutai.
Poor guys. But again, I love the voice acting of the Wutai troops. They just went all out. Whoever voiced them, he sounded like he sounds like he's having so much fun in the booth. And I always love to see that, man. It's nothing sounds phoned in, which is what I was like really, really anxious about going into this.
Conflict resolved.
All right, man.
Oh yeah.
Like, it might sound petty, but yeah, the voices were the thing I was the most worried about going into the game out of anything at all.
Zack. Enemy forces within the fort have been halved. You can proceed to the central area.
I'm gonna take out all enemies here first.
Understood. Eliminate any remaining enemies you find.
Got it, Angeal. You just give me 5 minutes with these assholes. And I'm gonna be first in no time. Oh yeah. Anyone back there? Hello? Wakey wakey eggs and bakey. Got some treats for you, poochies.
Activating combat mode.
And some very rough head pats. Oh god. Didn't like the head pats there. We try a different approach. Hell yeah, Dark Blizzard, level 3. Okay. It's time for the final bozos. Hello? I'm gonna find you guys eventually. Better just meet your demise sooner rather than later and
He's right there under
feel
the
all that anxiety before it all ends.
38th Templin unit! Charge!
Pure demise. Here we go.
Activating combat mode.
Activating pest control mode. Let's go. Might be a 16-year-old kid at heart here, but I outgrew hide and seek long before all this back in Gungaga. So I'm tired of your shit. Stop hiding. Let's do this. All right, massive. Okay, now we're gonna get some tasty rewards, I think, from Lazard at the end of this. I think that's what you get for wiping them all out. Ring, ring, ring.
Zack, nicely done. We have successfully occupied the fort. I just needed you to keep their attention, but impressive. You did well. Keep pressing forward.
Hell yeah. Assault on Fort Templin complete. That's a fist pump. Hell yeah. I just massacred a whole bunch of people. I just committed genocide. Fist bump.
That must be the central area.
Damn, this place looks gnarly. Can't wait to meet Yuffie here. I just can't wait to hear her being voiced. Just so exciting seeing all the characters I love from Final Fantasy VII finally being voiced in a game I love just as much as Final Fantasy VII, if not more, which is this prequel here. Oh, this stuff, true.
Hard, I hope.
You better believe it.
That's so cool.
All right, let's see the results. There,
Your data from last month.
Right.
All right, bring it. Me from last month.
Wait.
No improvement whatsoever.
No, it's
Training's over. Maybe I should leave him with Sephiroth for a while.
It's one of the memories from Crisis Core, but it's all those are all voiced now too. Holy fucking shit, that was cool as fuck.
Conflict resolved.
I didn't realize they brought those back. That shit was badass. I love the way it transitioned to it as well. Like those random ass flashbacks you have during combat in Final Fantasy VII, the original Crisis Core. They're back here, and you can actually skip them now if you want to, which is cool. Which we're definitely not going to if we're seeing these for the first time. We're gonna hear all of them. And like I said again, the coolest fucking thing is that they're now HD and they are all voiced. And that little bit there, I was gonna say now, is my favorite voiced part of the game so far. Like that shit was cool as hell. Like all the goofy flashbacks of Zack and the characters that play during combat. They're all voiced now and they all look so good. What a pleasant surprise. Right, and I think that... Oh my fucking god, is that Leviathan? I never, in all fucking years of playing this game, the original... I never realized that was Leviathan right there, the statue. Holy shit, like playing this when you have a full fucking grasp of Final Fantasy VII's lore from start to finish is... It just hits so differently. My god. And I want to say that maybe the reason I never realized that was Leviathan, I gotta go back and look at the original Crisis Core. Maybe they didn't render it in, or it just wasn't rendered that well. That is so awesome, man. Because, right, the Wutaians, if you will, they worship Leviathan. I forgot about that.
What's this?
That is Wutai's guardian deity. The Great Leviathan. We are the Wutai Army's elite, the Crescent. We serve Leviathan and smite Wutai's enemies.
This guy sounds so cool.
Soldier of Shinra, a query. Is the goal of this invasion to spread your Mako reactors?
I remember this part now.
Yes. A reactor here would allow people to live better lives. And that includes you.
This better life that you speak of comes at the grave cost of losing our homeland. Pain and despair. That's what you bring. One more question. You have power, so I must ask, why do you use it to cause evil?
Is it wrong to spread happiness through Mako energy? Is that what you consider evil?
I thought we could reason with each other as warriors, but sadly, I was
Oh my
mistaken.
god.
Then let us settle things as warriors. Come forth!
Activating combat
Dude,
mode.
I just gotta pause it for a second. Holy shit. I didn't even realize that kind of a conversation ever even happened in Crisis Core. I completely fucking forgot what these characters talk about here. And it's literally what we were talking about earlier, right? The whole the whole conundrum, right, of like setting up a reactor in Wutai, right, and how the Wutaians viewed as they're losing their independence and freedom. It's not going to bring happiness, and Zack trying to not only convince them but himself internally and justify it and go, no, it is going to bring you happiness and it is going to lead to good things. I never even realized or remembered that they had that kind of a conversation here. That's crazy cool. And again, it's like it goes back to that whole thing of that Zack is currently at this point in the game not disillusioned with Shinra. He thinks they're like the greatest company ever. He thinks that they're like the greatest force there is, and that everything they're doing is genuinely in the best interest of humanity.
Conflict resolved.
And it's so cool to like play the game with that perspective and
Why
see.
won't you finish me?
Yeah, like holy shit, this hits different.
Not in the mood.
As long as we draw breath, we will oppose Shinra. Now, finish it.
Oh, come on.
He's like, nope. I'm just not gonna finish you because I don't feel like it. So he has a good heart. I love Zack's character, man, because he's so complex like that. Like, his heart's in the right place, but he's not working for the right people. And it takes him a while to kind of figure that out in this game. And I never even figured that out until, like, Shinra tries to kill Zack and Cloud as a result of the Nibelheim incident when I would play this game way back when, before I even played Final Fantasy VII. But it is so interesting when you play this game after playing FF7 and knowing the whole story and knowing that Shinra are evil from the start and that what they're doing is for their own selfish gain and that their whole reason for doing all of this is to just make a fat ton of money while killing the planet, and also to try and get to a promised land that doesn't even exist, to try and get even more profits as a result of that, right? And hurt anyone who gets in the way. Right, before you know that, right, none of this kind of like comes across to you as, okay, Shinra are actually not the good guys, and Zack doesn't realize that. But once you know all that and play through this game with that knowledge, it just hits so different, and it's just so cool to play through the game with that kind of perspective.
1. Avoid trading.
Oh, there she is.
2. Protect Wutai at all costs. 3. Ugly Shinra dude must be punished.
She sounds great. I like how they kept the dramatic reveal.
I'm Wutai's greatest warrior. It's over for you because now you have to face me.
A little kid? This area's not safe for you. Go on home now.
You're the one going home. If you want to go any further, you're gonna have to go through me.
All right, so it's not the same voice as Remake, I can tell, but that's cool. She sounds like
What am I supposed
a
to
lot
do?
younger here, which she is. It's like many years before that.
Shoo-shoo, ha! Take that back. Shoo-shoo, ha!
Ah! No! You
Oh, that's
got
great.
me!
Ha ha! That'll teach you to mess with me. Once again, I saved Wutai.
And then you meet her like 101 more times through the missions.
Boy, oh boy. That's a lot of energy. Now, back to work.
That's awesome. Yuffie sounds great. I like how she sounds like a legit kid, right? And she does in Remake as well, but you can tell she's like older there. Yeah, the voice actors have been killing it so far in this game. Oh shit, I forgot to save. Fuck, hope I don't bite the dust here. But hey, the cool thing is we can skip cutscenes now. Let's fucking go. So if I die here, I can do that other stuff again and be able to skip the cutscenes. That was the worst part of Crisis Core, the original one, is you couldn't skip cutscenes and they were so long.
You must be the anti-soldier monsters.
Activating
Hell yeah.
combat mode.
There they are. Some enemies use special abilities in battle. When these abilities are activated, the enemy will enter a casting phase, and an ability gauge will be displayed. You can lower the gauge by attacking the enemy, which in turn decreases the ability's impact. Oh. Oh shit, that is cool as fuck. So you can actually stop them from casting their ultimate. Excuse me, their ultimates is brand new. Furthermore, if you can reduce the gauge to 0 within the allotted time, you can cancel the ability entirely. Like, damn, yeah, like that's what I mean is, I was looking at the video and it seemed like, yeah, you can literally stop them from, well, not doing the ultimate, but they'll deal way less damage. That's big, dude. What a huge fucking change. Because in the original game, when they randomly did their ultimate attack, it was game over. It would do like a crazy amount of damage, and there was no way for you to get around it. So it's so cool that there's a way to actually circumnavigate that now. All right, here we go. Rush Assault.
Prove your honor to
For the first time.
I got it.
Oh man, Rush Assault hits hard. Holy shit. That's badass in 60 FPS and in a full ass reimagining slash remaster. Let's fucking go. Alright, you're going down, big guy. I'm firing your ass. Literally. Wait, that was ice. No, that's fire. Oh, sweet. We got 777, so we've leveled up, right? When Zack's experience points reach a certain value, the DMW will sometimes stop at 777. All right. Oh, and that's cool too, right? Because in the original game, there's no XP, so you leveling up was totally random. You just had to hope you would get 777s. But now, like, you have a higher chance of getting 777s if you get enough XP. That's such a cool mechanic, right? They've found so many dope compromises here to make it so that the spinning wheel doesn't feel cheap, and the gameplay is fun, right? Like without getting rid of anything, which I think is awesome. Like they stuck to their guns and their identity and improved the game significantly in some areas that just weren't cutting it for a lot of people, including myself in some ways. Like the spinning wheel was a little bit annoying, admittedly. In which case Zack will level up and his status parameters will be strengthened. True that. It's not possible to check actual experience points. Oh, damn. That kind of sucks, but I'm assuming there's a new hidden number now that wasn't in the original. That influences the numbers at least, which is huge. Alright, time for Octa Slash. Let's go.
Concentrate.
I'm feeling it.
I'll deal with it. I love the way he delivers that line. Because it sounds like the Japanese voice acting enunciation for anime characters when he says it. If you guys know what I mean. Let's go. What a sick fight. I'll deal with it.
Soldier second class Zack. Victorious again.
Some cool ass changes in this game.
Now, get out of there. You've only got 5 minutes.
Got it.
All right. At least my Nokia survived it all.
Are you watching? Gotta move.
Oh shit. This guy's here to finish the job. Gonna destroy my Nokia. I always love the random backflips Zack did here. Let's go. He's totally dead. Totally doesn't want to bust up my Nokia still. Oh, and there goes my Nokia. Actually, it's probably totally fine. Oh, my head's fucked though.
Not good.
I love that you can see the rust on the standard soldier sword that Zack uses. Like, the detail is nuts in this. Like, all the subtle facial expressions, too. It's great.
That's one more you owe me.
Nice one, Andrew.
You lost your focus.
Yeah. Oh, sorry if your sword got any wear, tear, or rust on it.
You're a little more important than my sword. But just a little.
Thanks.
To this day, I don't know why Zack hesitates to take Angeal's hand in that scene.
Here. I must apologize. Being on site is taxing.
You didn't have to come personally.
This operation will bring an end to the war. I wanted to see it through. Soldier Second Class Zack.
Sir!
You put forth a good effort at Fort Tamblin. I saw it with my own eyes. To be frank, my evaluation is... You are a force of nature. You somehow defeated an entire enemy force by yourself.
Oh, yeah.
I was shocked as well. You've grown strong.
Your bravery during the Wutai War will be remembered for generations. It seems your dream of becoming a hero has already come true.
Director Lazard, that's a bit much. Zack here still has a lot to accomplish.
I suppose you're right. Zack, keep up the good work.
All right, there we go. Fire armlet ×1. I'm assuming you got that for wiping out all of them.
Let's go. Sephiroth is waiting.
Sephiroth? The hero? Wow, I'm gonna meet a hero.
Yeah, this entire part wasn't voiced in the original, and it sounds pretty great. I like how nobody phoned it in. All right, here we go, the Genesis copies. Oh yeah, but I just thought of Sephiroth. That means I'm gonna kick their ass. With a little twist. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh yes.
Conflict resolved.
Awesome, man.
Oh yeah.
This new combo he does just never gets old. It's so addicting. Just like the original game. His attack patterns are just so fucking satisfying.
Zack, take the director to
No!
safety.
Contact Sephiroth.
Zack can handle it. Now go.
Follow me, Director.
I love the detail of how Angeal doesn't have any materia slotted in his Buster Sword because he doesn't want to use it.
Director Lazard. Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
Zack, I should be fine now. Assist Angeal.
Basic Shinra grunts.
I'm on it.
Reminds me of someone we know at this point in the game's timeline. Alright, time to save, and now this is where shit hits the fan and everything changes and everything goes downhill for poor Zack. I'm coming, Angeal! Wait, I still need to prepare. No, I'm coming. Hold up, I gotta check my materia. And my Nokia. Is it broken?
Angeal! What? These guys aren't Wutai troops.
I love their blades. They look like the blades of chaos. Like these, Alright, here we go. Time for Ifrit. This part of the game always got me pumping.
A summon?
It was so hype.
Who called it out?
Alright.
Activating combat mode.
Here we go. Man, Ifrit looks sick in this. And the arena too? God damn, this is a sick-ass reimagining. Alright, Ifrit, feeling a little bit, chilly? I'll make you feel more chilly. No, you don't. Right button dodge. God damn. Ah. No, you don't. This is my favorite fucking boss theme, or variation of the boss theme from the original Final Fantasy VII, right here. It's so sick. All right, he's doing Hellfire. Holy! I can't wait to see the cinematic in the remake, right here. Holy fuck! This shit is badass. Fucking hell, this video game. This shit exudes fucking cool. Even though this fight ain't so cool. Excuse the pun. But don't excuse this. Alright.
Concentrate.
I'm feeling it.
I'll deal with it. That's never gonna get old the way he says it. I love it. I said, man, everything's starting to grow on me here. I just fucking love the voice acting. I'm so fucking pleasantly surprised by how much I like it. It's so good. Oh god, oh, that's not good. Whoa. God damn you. All right. We're tired of this. Taking a little breather, and we're going back for round 2. No, you don't. Let's go. It's time for the finish. Clip right through me there. Alright, can't wait for this part. This part's pretty fucking epic. Oh shit, there he is. In the flesh. This ain't the last time we're gonna see him in flames. Sadly. Oh shit, they actually kept that ending part from the original Final Fantasy VII boss theme. They got rid of it in the original Crisis Core, I remember. That part.
Genesis.
The missing soldier first class? They're identical.
A Genesis copy.
Copy? A human copy?
Where's Angeal?
I thought he was fighting around here.
So he's gone too.
What? Wait, what does that mean?
It means Angeal has betrayed us as well.
No way! I know what kind of guy Angeal is, and he'd never do that! Angeal wouldn't betray us. Never!
Damn, dude. Sephiroth's hair is looking kind of greasy. What happened in that story about him using 9 or 10 shampoo bottles a day in that one email? I don't buy it. Jokes aside, though, everyone looks so cool. Let's save. I like Sephiroth's voice a lot, right? Might be a hot take, because I heard a lot of people online didn't like the new Sephiroth, right? They thought that George Newbern, who I believe, I don't think that's the new Sephiroth voice actor, right? I think that's the original one. Can't be topped. And while I do agree, like his voice, just like Rick Gomez for Zack, is iconic and legendary, and I think it will be very hard to top it. It's not like this new guy is doing a bad job by any means. I think he's a fine, serviceable Sephiroth voice, just like Zack. Like I very easily got used to the new voices so far, and I'm totally fine with everything.
What's with Angeal? How long is he gonna slack off like this? It's already been a month. Sephiroth's no help either. Lumping Angeal together with Genesis. Genesis is a deserter who took a bunch of seconds and thirds along with him. He used copies of himself to attack us. Angeal wouldn't condone something like that. His soldier honor means way too much to him. Everything's so messed up now. Angeal, just come back to us.
This is cool, man. I think these are meant to be the scenes with a black screen in the original Crisis Core that just have text, like lines of text that are basically Zack's internal thoughts, so you have to read yourself.
Soldier second class, Zack.
And they played them out in a cinematic. That's cool.
Director Lazard wants to see you. Go to the briefing room.
Hey, wait.
That is really cool, you guys.
Who was that?
All right, here we go. Here's Sung. I'm loving this game so far, and I'm loving this reimagining. It's hitting all the right notes.
He hasn't contacted his family either.
So what's this about?
A new assignment. I want you to go to the hometown of our missing soldier first class, Genesis.
Huh?
According to the parents, they've had no contact with Genesis whatsoever. But they can't be trusted.
Why?
They're his family. I had already dispatched some staff, but we've lost contact. I want you to go and investigate. He will go with you.
All right.
Song of the Turks.
There he is.
This job is looking really gloomy.
Love Zack's commentary.
Let me know when you're ready to go.
He's like, everyone's leaving now and Gilles left? What the fuck is going on? Like, holy shit, everything is going to shit. Oh, by the way, the director's telling me to take a bunch of shady-ass CIA operatives with me for this next mission. Jeez, man. This shit's real gloomy.